Yeah, let's go to 29. For the 29, we are looking for the value A and B. Make the system equation has exactly two real solutions. So we know that y equals 3. I plug in, I get the 3 equals ax squared plus b. You need to figure out that x. And how you do the x, I will get the 3 minus b equals to ax squared. Then I divide by a both sides. So I will get a squared equals 3 minus b over a. Then I do square root of both sides, plus or minus. So I will get the, here's x, and this side is plus or minus 3 minus b over a. So I just like plug in a, b, c, d, those values one by one to make sure that what's in the square root, like 3 minus b over a, is positive. If it's negative, definitely when we do the square root, then it's not a solution. So that will be imaginary solution. So that means it's no solution for that. And if you get 0, that means only have one solution. So basically, we just check which one we can make 3 minus b over a is positive. And we figure out b will be the answer. Yeah, only when you plug this in, it's a positive. That's why B will be your answer. And for 30, we know that the area of hexagon is this one, 384 square root of 3. And then we're looking for what's the area for this square. We can label here as 8. So basically, I'm looking for what's a square. And for this hexagon, I can guess, suppose this is the center. And so what's the center angle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So divided by 360 divided by 6. So you will get the 60 degree. So each one is a 60 degree. That means it will be the, that means for this triangle, it's an equilateral triangle. And the area for equilateral triangle that you really need to memorize is square root of 3 over 4 a squared. So I have square root of 3 over 4 a squared. That's only one triangle. You multiply by 6, then you can get 384 square root of 3. Then you try to figure out the a squared. That's the answer. Then we cancel. Then these two cancel. Here's 2, here's a 3. Then a squared will be 384 times 2, then divided by 3. So we reduce. Here's 1, here's 1, 2. You can use calculator for this. Here's 8. And 128 times 2, it will be 256. That's the answer. For 31, and this is at rate of 1.5 feet per year, then in how many years it will be 21 feet. At rate of, that's the multiplication. So you can set up like 1.5 times x equal to 21. Then you divide by 1.5 both sides. So x equals 14. So for 32, we know 8 hours and 30 minutes is equal to these minutes. So 1 hour equals 60 minutes. That means 60 times 8 plus 30 equal to 450. Then subtract 30 both sides, then divided by 8 equals 7. And for 33, the points 3 and 6 lines the graph for this one. So what's the value for B? Just plug in. Here's your x, here's y. Y definitely equal to fx. Just plug in fx equals 6, and then the x will be 3. So 3 square minus b times 3 plus 12. And we have here's 6, that's 27 plus 12 minus 3b. So I add those two, it's a 39, and then minus 6 over here. That means negative 33 equals negative 3b. So b equals 11. And you can check this by yourself. You know, you change b equal to 11, get the 3x squared minus 11x plus 12. Then just check, is it x equals 3, y equals 6 is on this graph. So for the 34 now, and we can set up the system equation. So we do the D stand for dog, and then the L stand for Lauren. So D plus L will be 250. And D will be 40 plus L. Then we can use substitution to solve this system equation. I plug 40 plus L and plug in D. So I got the 40 plus L equals 250. So I will get like 2L equals 210. Then L will be 105. And for 35, we're looking for the initial deposit. When you talk about initial, that's basically it's the y-intercept. So for this linear function, 15 will be the y-intercept. That's why 15 is the answer. And for the 36, they said MN are tangent to the circle, which means it will be 90 degrees perpendicular to each other for these two lines. And also, here's a 90 degree. For angle LON, this one will be 120. You can use 360 minus 60 minus 90 minus 90 to get the 120. So 120, it will be 2 pi over 3 radian, because we are looking for the length of minor arc LN. And we know that the length will be angle times radians. And how you find the radian? And we are given the circumference is 96. We know the circumference for circle is 2 pi r equals 96. So we divide it by 2 pi both sides. I will get the radians, it's 48 pi. That's why I plug in. And the angle will be 2 pi over 3 times 48 over pi. Then you can cancel. So here's 1, this is 1, 6. So your answer will be 32 equals 32. That's the answer. If you didn't know that the length equals, the angle that's in radian and times r this, we can do another way. And as we know that, see, this is 90, here's a 120, no problem. Then we can do the ratio. It's a 120 over the whole circle is a 360 degree. And for 360 degree, we have the circumference is 96. Then what about 120 degree is x? So we can do cross multiply, and you can get x equals 32. For 37, it just plug in. So you can use your calculator, and for that, it will be 3,000 plus 0.2 times 3,000, then times 1 minus 3,000 over 4,000. Then put into a calculator, you will get the answer. It equals 3,284. So for 38, basically it's still like a plug-in, and we have 330 or 60 equals 3,000 plus 0.2 times 3,000. Then you multiply by 1 minus 3,000 over k. Then try to figure out the k. So you subtract 3,000 both sides, and then you will get like 360 equals. These two multiply, you will get 600. And then it's 1 minus 3,000 over k. Then divide by 3 or 600 both sides. Then you can get 0.6 and equals 1 minus 3,000 over k now. Then you will just say minus 1 both sides, and then multiply by -1. You'll get 0.4 equal to 3,000 over k. And then you can do cross multiply, and together k equals 3,000 over 0.4. And the answer is 7,500.